I have never, ever, ever started a live like that before. Speechless. I am speechless. I'm not speechless. I'm actually really angry and I'm about to absolutely crash it. And that's how I'm feeling right now. I can't believe what we have just witnessed in that second half. Chelsea won. Burnley won. Yeah, you heard it. Chelsea won, Burnley won. Second from bottom have come to Stamford Bridge after having a week's break, in Dubai and all that, having the drinks, Palmer, João Pedro, dancing, let's have some fun. Do you know what I mean? And all that. We come back, and this is what they do to us. This is what we deserve, apparently, according to our players today, because that's what it is. It's according to our players. This is what they decided it's the way they were going to treat us. So we're going to go through a lot today. I've got so much I want to get into. Cold Palmer, lukewarm, in my opinion, for a while. We're going to get into him. This bozo at the back that I keep telling you about, that is a fucking liability. Yeah? Not only just him, but he was a big reason why we found ourselves in that, because we were still, even though we weren't playing that good, we were still in control of the game with 11 men. They weren't doing anything. It was like the Leeds game until Donut gets excited, as usual. Oh, manage me, I can't play every game, but I'll play 2 games and I need to rest. And, and when I come back, I'll give you my 100%. Yeah, cheers, Fofana. Thanks for giving us your 100% after missing a couple of games and coming back in because we have to manage you. Yeah, right. That's a good start. So we got him to talk about as well. We got to talk about the substitutions at the end that led to the goal. We got to talk about the goal. We got to talk about the lamppost at the back as well that come on the pitch and all of everything else that comes on with it. We've got so much to get into. So much I want to say, so much I want to talk about, so much that I want to crash. But I'm joined by 2 people that I'm pretty sure are feeling the same as me at this moment. Like, the anger is ridiculous. We've got Matt, obviously my co-host, and we've got Ads here as well.
Yep, Ads, I'll let you go first, mate. I don't really want to talk.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to talk either. I just want to fight, bro. Honestly, it's peak, man. It's peak. But listen, big up you, man. Big up people in the chat. Oh boy, it's long. Listen, I always try to be objective and break down the game and whatnot, and not be too emotional. And I'm still gonna try and do that. But my goodness, that was embarrassing. Like, that was the most embarrassing moment of the season, and a season full of embarrassing moments. I mean, never have I seen a team consistently find ways to lose games when you should be winning it. Again, now, this has to be a record. It has to be a record for the most amount of points we've dropped as a team. I mean, we've done it the more than any other team in the whole league. Again, me, being one of the biggest Arsenal haters out here, wanting to call them bottle jobs, which they are. Heck, we've bottled more games this season than any other team in the whole division. So, boy, it's embarrassing, man. And listen, everybody's culpable. I mean, I wasn't happy with the tactics and how we were playing after the first 10 minutes. We started great. And then we just took our foot off the pedal. We literally took our foot off their necks. We had them where we wanted them, scored a great opening goal. And then we start playing all this tippy-tappy football where it's just, nice short passes. And then where's the incision? Where's the will to be direct? Where's the will to want to create chances? All of our chances that we created came from clearances and long balls where it wasn't formulaic. It wasn't part of the system. It was just, we're going to just hoof a ball because we have to clear it. And then Palmer 1v1, which he bottled. And we will get onto Cole Palmer today. But all of that stuff happened and it was jarring. So tactically, we can get onto that. We can get onto the manager. But at the end of the day, and there was an issue even under Maresca, these red cards, these moments where we're throwing away games, whether it's poor decision-making, bozo moments, not taking away chances, but the red card today, it completely messed things up. And Fofana, I've been getting to many people about this, including Don, and I talked to Don on Monday as well about this, but I was saying this guy needs to be sold. This guy needs to be sold. You cannot trust him in terms of fitness, in terms of performances, and now a red card that cost us 2 points after we threw away 2 points against Leeds. So for me, this is unforgivable. For me, this is unforgivable because this whole season, and I'll end on this because I could run for hours just like you guys could. But I'll end on this. And the most damning thing about today is I now have to contemplate the fact that we might not make top 5. We actually might not qualify automatically for Champions League football. Because if you're dropping 4 points to relegation fodder like Burnley and even Leeds who are in a scrap themselves with the other bums in this league like flipping Wolves and Tottenham and them man there, if you can't guarantee wins against these teams, how am I going to back us to go and win against the big teams? Because, we'll perform. We'll go and give Arsenal a good game because we always give them a good game. But are we going to find a way to drop points again in stupid fashion? We probably will. So, boy, I'm vexed. I'm human beyond belief. But why am I surprised? We've seen this many times this season, so we should not be surprised.
Yeah, you said it right there, Ads. And I mean, to go on from that as well, when are we going to stop this experiment of bringing in immaturity into this team? The amount of red cards that we have got this season, which have let us down in winning games, 19 points, 20 points, or whatever. There's your data there, Clear Lake. We are losing that many points from winning positions. What does that show you? That is in-game acumen and discipline.
Fucking hell, man. Sorry, man.
Not good enough.
Fucking hell. I'm so pissed off. Yeah. Honestly, like, it's really grind. I feel really bad, right? Fucking my missus' sisters come around with the kids, that they've come up the stairs and I've told them fuck off. So that's how angry I got.
I hear it.
And I know it sounds really horrible to say that, but generally they like want to play, and I'm not in the mood right now. You got to leave me alone. I've had to lock.
Can I just say to them, like, I always try to like distance football from like how my mood is, but like I can't. Like, I went into today thinking, it's Burnley. Like, I'm expecting to be entertained. I wasn't thinking about 3 points. I was like, what, entertain me, man. The minute, just put me in a good mood, put me in a better mood, because it's been a long week. I won't lie. And then they go and serve me up that crap, bro. It's like, raw. Like, why did I put that on myself? I shouldn't have expected anything. Honestly, it's crazy.
Where do we start? That's what I want to ask you guys. Where do we start? I don't know. Like, honestly, do you want to start with we could start with specific players?
Honestly, you mentioned the two names earlier, Jem, bro. Let's go into that, because obviously the red card's a huge moment.
Right, let's go over
so we've got to talk about that guy. But honestly, I feel like before we even get into the guy with a red card, I want to get into Cole Palmer. I'll be honest. Right. I think we should start with Cole Palmer.
Yeah, whatever you want to go with this, I am there. There we go. Let's fucking go with it.
So, I mean, my point with him, right, and I think he has been doing this for a while, and we've allowed him to do this. There's been many opportunities, and it was when he came back against Bournemouth, and he missed. It was like I think it was a cutback from Garnacho, and he missed, and we're like, oh, look, he's just come back, whatever. This has been going on for a bit too long for me now, that missed touches, that one-on-one chance, for instance, today. We have to start saying, look, he's been fantastic for us and we've relied on him so much. But he is still there to allow to have criticism as well, because I'm telling you, if Garnacho did this today, Neto, and Enzo Fernandez, for instance, the Twitter feed, everyone will be ridiculing. And he should be getting the same at the moment. I'm all for having this, marketable being Cole Palmer. But you're right, Jem. He is lukewarm at best at the moment. And it's not good enough.
Why can't you slander him? I hate when people do this. I ain't slandering because he's been done so much for us in the past.
He ain't carried nothing, bro. Bun that talk, bro. Bun that talk.
I'm not hearing this. I'm sorry. We put him in positions today where he usually turns up. Yeah, he can't even moan and throw his hands in the air and get all annoyed as if we're not playing. We gave him chances today. Fuck it. Kyle Walker gave him a chance today. He literally chested the ball to him and let him roll onto it and run onto it. Yeah, and he hit it straight at the goalkeeper. Yeah. How many times did he get himself in a position, where you expect him to put it in the back of the net and he doesn't do it, right? How many times did he arrive at the end of the box, take a stupid shit touch and let it roll away from him? I'm sorry. It's not good enough. If anyone else is doing that, we're cooking them. And he needs to look at himself right now. I'm sorry. He does. Because that would have been a different game today if Cole Palmer, who was involved around all of our big chances today, I'm going to go as far as say most of our big moments today landed or was involved in and around Cole Palmer, and he let us down today. There's nothing wrong with saying that. In front of goal, and even when it comes to his decision making today disgusted me. I'm going to say it straight up, disgusted me, because he had all the time on the ball to lay Enzo Fernandez in twice, who was open on his own, waiting for the ball to come. The first one, I think he goes in left and takes a shot. The second one, he goes back in left and passes it to Neto and passes his shit past to Neto as well. It wasn't even a good pass when you had one player standing right on the right, waiting for the ball to be passed into him so he could take a shot. He couldn't even do his job today.
But this has been going on for a long time, though, Jim. And unfortunately, we don't want to say it, but since he's come back from his injury, I know, and look, it's obviously still a bad injury, but you can't allow this to happen, because if any other players were doing this on the pitch, we'd be absolutely scolding them. So at the end of the day, I support Chelsea. I don't support a player. I support Chelsea and what's the best for the club. And at the moment, he hasn't been doing it for me. Yes, I know he's got a few penalties, and yes, he has been taking them well. But today, is a game where you expect him to get at least one of those chances. And there was that chance where Gusto did a great cutback to him and he mistouched it. I'm sorry, that's not good enough. Like, it's just not good enough for a player to be doing that of his level minimum. So yeah, it's not right. And these sort of games where this happens, yes, you do go and blame players like Palmer because look, you're a world-class player, let's say, and you're doing what you did today, especially that one-on-one chance for me, that really did it for me because for some reason, like we said in the spaces or Jem said, he almost then stopped. He could have gone forward. Cole Palmer a couple of years ago probably would have dinked that across above the keeper. But he's been doing this.
So many crybabies in the chat as well, bro. Go, I don't care. You understand? If I want to moan about how I feel about what I've seen, this is what it's about.
All around live. You only subscribed yesterday.
See you later, mate.
Look.
See you later. I don't care. You subscribed yesterday. You'll be the quickest one to subscribe and unsubscribe. I don't give a fuck. Fuck off. I don't care. Generally, like, I'm not going to be dealing with people like that can't take a bit of criticism because we're talking about Cole Palmer. You know what I mean? Oh, we can't say about Cole Palmer.
Honestly, Stan culture is embarrassing. But listen, in any walk of life, right? If somebody's built up some credit, you always give them a bit more leeway, and that's normal. Again, we've seen it with Caicedo when he's had some slightly bad performances. Even the red card against Arsenal, I was mad, but I wasn't as mad if it was somebody else because Caicedo last season was phenomenal for like 99% of the season, right? With Palmer, again, obviously he's built up a lot of credit for us, but recent form, there's been some good games in there, don't get me wrong. Even Leeds, like, for an hour was great, but then you missed that chance at the end. For me, that's an unforgivable moment. And it's like with somebody like Palmer, you have bad moments and I want you to react. But when he missed that chance today, that 1v1, I'm like, that's horrible. You got to put that away. But like, because you're Cole Palmer, I expect you to react. I expect you to respond. I expect you to give me something. Help us win this game. If you're going to be our main player, number 10, all the PR on your back, you're putting out this new merch now with the Cole Palmer thing and all that nonsense. So like, if you're going to have all this extra stuff on you, you're going to be the superstar player, then I don't care about nobody cares about no injuries and all this bullshit, bro. Because when he performs, we say, oh, well done, he performed. When he plays bad, oh, he's injured or whatever. Listen, if you're stepping on that pitch, whether you're 70%, you're 80%, you're 90%, you have to deliver. And at the end of the day, we've given Palmer enough leeway for him to perform. When he doesn't perform, you have to cook him. And you especially have to cook him when he gets subbed and he's there huffing and puffing like he's flipping prime Lionel Messi. No, you're not that guy, brother. Especially when you're performing like that and you're performing that arse, you get your ass off the pitch. You don't create more headlines or more drama trying to act like you're bigger than being subbed off. No, you're not bigger than being subbed off. Again, you're not done that much in the game to be bigger than being subbed off at Chelsea Football Club. Again, people forget this is Chelsea Football Club. The amount of legends that we've had in the Premier League era, not even to go before that, let's talk in Premier League era, the amount of legends that we've had. Gianfranco Zola, people like flipping Didier Drogba, Frank Lampard, John Terry. I don't need to go naming all the rest of them. We've had so many legends at this club. So I'm not here to be defending Cole Palmer when he's performing that bad, missing big chances and then crying like a little B word. I'm not going to swear. Crying like a little B word after getting subbed. So there's no defense for Cole Palmer today. All I can say is you better deliver. You better make up for this, because my whole thing about making top 5 and top 4 and having a good end to this season was the fact that Palmer was obviously injured for a large part of the start of the season. And you thought when he comes back and he gets back to full fitness, he's going to help us find some momentum. And for him being back from his injury, like, it's been stop-start. There's been some good games, some bad games, some horrible misses. And that's not the Cole Palmer that we all fell in love with, and people are now bending over backwards trying to defend. We didn't fall in love with that Cole Palmer. This Cole Palmer, we fell in love with a Cole Palmer that was actually putting this club semi on his back. And right now, he's not doing that. So he's got to get cooked, just like anybody else is going to get cooked.
And that's it, Ads. And that's exactly what I was going to go on to. This isn't just an attack on Palmer, right? The last game, all of us were going at Caicedo for how stupid that foul was in the penalty box. Yeah. So look, we all might have our favourites. Like, I know me and Jem, we love Enzo Fernandez. I didn't think he had an okay game today. Didn't have a great game. But, everyone's open to criticism. It's not like in a personal attack on them. We just want our club to do well. And if certain players like Palmer, who are on this high pedestal, they should be performing. And let's be honest, he should have got at least 1 goal minimum today. So we are allowed to say that. So anyone who's protecting him, saying, oh, he's been injured, this or that, yes, that's true. But let's be honest, guys. You cannot defend that performance today and say, yeah, no, he shouldn't have got subbed off. Yes, he should have. He was dog shit.
At the end of the day, I'm here to cook 2 people, Fofana and and Palmer. Yeah, that's what I'm here. Our super chats not on. Yeah, they are. They're in the corner. Yeah, I'm here to cook these two mainly for me today because they and I explain why. Because we can go through the chances Palmer had. We can go through the moments that Palmer had. Yeah, the limited moments, because the first half we had 2 shots on target, by the way, which was exactly the same amount as Burnley did. Yeah, 2 shots on target, and one of them we scored, which, by the way, very good goal. I'm not even going to ignore that. Caicedo with that ball in behind. Yeah, people talk about Caicedo, and when we've spoke about him enough about not upping his game and whatever, but fair play to him. That ball and that pass, yeah, is something that's becoming a bit of the norm for Caicedo. It's what he does in the moments, then passes in behind. Pedro Neto arrives on the ball, and João Pedro puts the ball in the back of the net. All good in that. Do you know what I mean? But this is what happens all the time. This is where all the agendas start coming out. If you can't see why we didn't win today and why we lost today, yeah, and separate why these were the cases, because we're talking about Palmer, GT's just got annoyed and said, oh, it's Enzo. Enzo didn't have a good game today, but I can tell you something now. Enzo's not the biggest reason why we fucking didn't win today, yeah? Because guess what? He put himself in positions and he still didn't get the ball. Yeah, when he should have got the ball from a certain someone. Yeah, right. Yes, he wasn't as influential on the ball. Maybe it's to do with the fact that he was playing off the right. I wanted to see him on the left. I told Ads in the group chat, put him back on the left-hand side. We look more in control off the left. But I get why Rossini did it, because we had Gusto on the left, right? And he wanted us to play with like numbers on the right, with Reece James, who was playing further up the pitch, and Enzo to play the balls in behind, like he does off the left. It didn't really work for me, but he should have put Enzo back on the left. That's where he should have been, in my opinion, right? So from a balance perspective, maybe it wasn't great. Yes, he wasn't good. He wasn't shit today. He wasn't great. He just wasn't that good. He was just it is what it is.
I thought Enzo was terrible, but there's obviously bigger culprits today in it, so it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, you can say it again, and that's fine saying Enzo's terrible, and I'm more than happy to listen to it. I've got no issues with it, because I'm not sitting here defending him, because he wasn't absolutely, he didn't have one of these normal games today. But we can say this, Ads, I'm talking in general, barring Fofana and Chalobah before he done them stupid stuff. A lot of that team today looked like they were on holiday. A lot of them. Let's be serious. We didn't really look like we were in we started well 15, 20 minutes, and then we just fizzed out. We just fizzed out the game. Let's be serious. And
yeah, no, that's why I started by.
Can I just say one more thing and make this very fucking clear as well? We have 2 wingers left. One played today and was played on the left. The other one couldn't even get in the fucking team. So we're playing with midfielders as our attackers right now, by the way, and using our fullbacks as our wingers to try and create, which I don't think is the worst thing in the world. And I think we will benefit from it in certain things, right? And we should have benefited it from more today. But the truth being, again, it goes all the way back up to the top, guys. Yeah, because why are we sitting here in this position? Esteval's pulled his hamstring, Gittins has hurt his hamstring. Fucking, we left with Garnacho and Neto.
That's my worry, though, Jem, is that they're going to use this now, as they always do. When we have a bad run or a bad patch, they'll always go, look, really, in the grand scheme of things, look at our squad at the moment. We're really stricken with injuries. So these injuries are going to protect them again. They'll figure out a way to spin the narrative so it's not put on them. We all know.
No, but they can't. I mean, they're going to try and do it. We know they like to do these with their briefs and whatnot. But who will be really missing is Cucurella, it's Colwill, it's Esteval, and it's Gittins. Labia was back on the bench today. Like, other than that, we're not really missing that many players. And listen, I'm all for crashing it on the board. Again, how they built this squad over the last few windows has been appalling. I mean, how many windows are we going to go in a row where we're saying, oh, that's a 3 out of 10 window. That's a 4 out of 10 window. That, for me, unforgivable. But at the end of the day, I can't talk about the board after drawing at home to Burnley. I can't do it. It has to be on the manager, because for me, again, tactically, I thought again, I wasn't mad at how we set up. Again, I think Enzo off the right and, how we started off, with Neto on the left, it worked. When we were playing fast, it worked. But if you're going to play that kind of football and you're going to play consistently slow football when you're in gear 1, then of course it doesn't suit Neto. Because when Neto was in transition today, he looked electric. But when you're playing it slow,
the only one, I thought he was probably the only one I actually, felt he had a really good run and he was doing some really good.
Yeah.
You're right. What I hate about when we ever play low blocks is whenever you see us having possession of 60 plus, it's not good possession. It's possession 100%. In easy positions. It's just recycling the ball. Me and Jem said this at half time on the spaces. Why didn't we want to cross today? We didn't want to cross all. But GT, I think you're right. I'm concerned now that we could be finishing 7th, and it'll be awful if that happens. The run we've got now, I'm really concerned with the injuries we've got as well. It's really concerning. I mean, I know I'll wait for Jem to come back, so I'm sure we'll talk about Fofana. But I do think this was a really shaky moment in terms of Liam Rosenior today, in terms of especially at half time, because under Maresca at least we did seem to see a bit of like a reaction, whereas today we just didn't at all. We just looked like a almost very hungover team, that we've had a holiday, we've had a break, and it's worrying, because we did this against Leeds and we did this now against Burnley. 2 of the 4 bottom bottom 5, we've got 2 points out of a possible 6, which is not great.
I mean, that's what's really got me today, is we've started off really well in terms of results under Rosenior. Performances haven't always been great, but I'll take that if we're winning games, innit? And then Leeds, funnily enough, was one of our best performances, and we obviously dropped points. I won't really put that on Rosenior. That's on the players bottling it. You know, Caicedo's stupid penalty that he gave away, the awful second goal that we gave away, and then Caicedo kind of made up for it with the assist for Palmer, but Palmer put it in Rose Ed from like 2 yards out. So like that's on the players really. But today, managers got to hold some smoke, because I thought tactically, you know, not addressing anything. Again, when you saw the first half, yeah, we were winning, but I could just see it. I was calling it from minute 10, minute 15 that we're just playing so slow. We were on them and we just stopped. We just relented. We were just like, okay. I said it in the chat. I said it earlier that we were playing this game in the first half like it was like a European away game, and we need to silence the crowd. Like we were playing so slow, like so safe, and it's like, wait, we're the home team. We're playing Burnley, and we're playing this. So it didn't make sense to me. But at the end of the day, there's only so much I could talk about the manager, because any 11 players that have the Chelsea badge on their kit should not be drawing and losing points to Burnley. It shouldn't be happening. And that's obviously on Palmer. It's on the players that messed up. Obviously, Fofana's red card. We'll wait for Jem to cook him as well, because I know Jem wants to let loose on my man. But honestly, bro, I feel like just obviously with this chat here, like this message here, I should say, I'm still going to predict us to get top 5. I've been saying that all season. But now it's like it's actually in jeopardy. Because, I feel like in the big games, we do perform better. We do rise to the level of our opposition for sure, which is a bad trait to have. We should have a certain level of performance against any team that you play. But it's fine. We'll raise it for the big teams. But just because we raise it for the big teams doesn't mean we're not going to find ways to bottle it, because we've done it against Arsenal in the past. So we've played good. We've matched their level. But then somebody will get a red card or do something stupid to concede a silly goal. We saw what Sanchez did in the first leg of the Carabao game, innit? So like all these things, bro, it's not good. And especially when your main players, your Palmers and whatnot, aren't helping you to win these games. I thought João Pedro was good today, but lack of service. Again, he's not getting enough service, enough opportunities. He had one great shot that was blocked second half. Obviously, he had the goal. Other than that, what are we creating for a guy who's in red hot form? It's criminal, man. Criminal.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. And look, I think a lot of us are all saying this. It's difficult because I want Jem to be here to go on Fofana, but I think this is again the last 2 games. Really, I mean, I think when I say this is kind of not exposing Liam, but obviously this definitely is on the players today. But I do think at some points that we do have to sometimes question about why we can't seem to beat these teams at all. We can never seem to just go ahead 1-2, 2-0 and just kill it off. And I said this on the Spaces. We're sleepwalking into a 1-1 draw here, and it happened. And it's something just more of just we're constantly seeing the same patterns of play. But what are we saying here in the chat? So Yo Mosey saying it's the players, not the manager. Stop playing managers, blaming managers. Yeah. Well, look. Meanwhile, Man United are gaining points in added time. All I hope for is Liverpool. Yeah, you're right. It's not the manager's fault whatsoever. We literally win the game if those 10 clowns don't switch off. No team that wants to win a tournament can present as bad as Chelsea. You're absolutely right. And what else we got here? Players are absolutely horrible. Only 2 or 3 players are good in their day. And right of all of our piss poor, we cannot rely on Delap to change.
Bro, that shot from Delap in the 96th minute, bro. Oh my days.
Well, this is something as well, right? When Delap came on, it was still 1-0. And I thought, right, your job here is to hold the ball. And he couldn't even hold the ball. And like there was some headers and, try and do flick-ons or link-up plays. Like your job at that point is to hold the ball. And let's be honest, this is against opposition of potentially his level, which we kind of then saw against Hull. But he had a job and responsibility to do today. And I think someone said about Santos celebrating for defending of the corner or something, and then obviously it went in. Sometimes I don't mind seeing that kind of passion, but come on, that is where it's kind of the marketing of your own self in games. I just get a bit annoyed when you see that.
Somebody just put about the Gusto no look pass, like, brother,
don't. I saw that today.
Like, there's literally one way you can play the pass, and you've done a no look for no reason. Like, it was just, like, again, that's what I talk about, the mentality of this team, bro. It's Tim Pot, bro.
I think it's just football now, though. It's really, I mean, if you think about it now, like the times of when we probably watched Chelsea when we were all probably in the chat as well when we were younger, like proper winners. Now you're a marketable asset. Cole Palmer is franchised Cold Palm. It's like it's all different now, and it's all about getting clips and like that no look pass today by Gusto. Just fucking put the ball in, and don't get me wrong, it nearly came off, but at the same time, it's like just pass it in.
Yeah, honestly, the state of football right now is so bad. And again, I'm talking about the manager and the tactics, but I feel like a lot of teams do this thing where it's like it's very robotic, it's not direct, it's not good football. And again, you're seeing the mentality of even Arsenal, a team that's top of the league, and Martinelli's missing a big chance to then go into the Wolves fan and celebrating being 2-1 up. Like little things like that, you just see it's not the game that we grew up on, bro. It's horrible in terms of how overcoached it is. And yet you still have players in their moments trying to find like little Instagram clips and all this nonsense. It's like, brother, just play the game properly. And we're not doing that. But listen, we've delayed as long as we can. We've done well, but we got to get onto Fofana, bro. Because I don't know what you feel about him in general. But for me, I've been saying for a while, we got to sell this guy in the summer. He's on too much money to be an unreliable asset. Because even for me, he started today, and it's fine if you want to start him over Sarr, if he's the guy you're relying on. Because obviously we have a free week now. So I'd imagine he starts today, he can start against Arsenal. It's fine if you want to put your chips on him. But my thing is, it's hard to rely on a guy who you kind of think that you can't really start him week in, week out, certainly not 3 games a week at centre-back. Centre-back's a place you don't want to have to constantly rotate. But he came in today, I thought he looked okay before the red card. But again, another horrible moment. That on a guy who probably should have been, the guy striker, to be fair, the referee was awful. That striker should have had at least 3-4 yellow cards himself. But on a yellow card for Fofana, you're relatively experienced in the game. You're probably one of our more experienced players. You can't afford to make a tackle that bad while on a yellow card. It's unforgivable for me.
It's really irresponsible because he did this quite a few times where he would carry the ball forward, and that's great. I love seeing that in a centre-back to carry the ball forward. But then you'd see he'd do a bit of a heavy touch or something like that. But that challenge he did was so ridiculous in the grand scheme of things. If we were 2 or 3-0 up or whatever, okay, it is what it is. We'd still get angry. But being 1-0 up when, let's be honest, it was a real dead rubber. No one was really doing anything with it. It's so irresponsible. And let's be honest, Fofana's not one of the youngest players either. So he should have some brains to even think about, right, I'm going to do that challenge or not. Because now the problem is he's now going to miss the Arsenal game. So we're going to have Tosin probably in Chalobah at centre-back.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, gosh.
Or Badia Shield, you know what I mean? And this is the problem. Like, I can't quite comprehend how again and again and again this mentality in this team, this childish behavior is allowed and acceptable. And I think the problem is these players are too pandered to. You can't tell them off because then they'll go to my agent or they said this or that to me. The times of like the Mourinho hairdryer or, Sir Alex Ferguson, that's all gone out the window. You're not allowed to do that anymore. It's crazy. And this is the problem. When you go for too much of a young, cultured team, there's no discipline anywhere. And that's saying that from someone like Fofana as well. It's just, I couldn't believe when that red card happened today and you saw him smirking, walking off. I thought, you fucking idiot. Like and I knew from that point we weren't going to win this game because you just knew as soon as Ward-Prowse came on, I thought he's going to score a free kick or something. It's just, yeah. And the thing is, I'm like you, Ads. I've been wanting him at my club for ages. I think even when there was talk of him, he wanted to leave in the summer. And I thought, the whole injury crisis and things like that, he's not good enough. He's nowhere near 70-odd million that we got from anyway. So I'm happy for him to go, to be fair, and I'm sure everyone it'll be interesting to see what the chat thinks as well about it. Chat, what do you think about the whole Fofana situation as well? But yeah, Ads, I'll let you kind of carry on with that, mate.
Yeah, honestly, it's just my head's just is rattled, bro. I'm honestly just so frustrated that we once again managed to find a way to just drop silly points in a game that we did not need to drop points in. And again, you're right, bro. The petulance is really, really jarring to watch because we're such an overcoached team. Again, like most teams are these days, and that's why we showed hardly any sort of like enthusiasm, hardly any like flair to create something. Where it's just like, oh, let's just be safe and let's not put crosses into the box. Let's not play direct. Let's not do anything out of the box. So we'll do that. So we'll be very disciplined in terms of playing this very safe football, but yet we'll be so ill-disciplined in all the other little moments where it's like little fouls that are so bad. Yeah, I know. It's just such a bad balance to have in this day and age of football. So it's so jarring to watch. Again, it's so far removed from the kind of Chelsea that I want to watch, the kind of Chelsea that I grew up on, and it's very worrying, bro. These moments, because now we're getting some of our more key players back, and performances and results have still kind of been similar. People wanted to blame it all on the manager. Well, the previous manager, I should say, he's gone. And let's be honest, performance-wise, since Rosinha's been here, it's been largely the same, bro. Like, it's been largely very similar. Obviously, there's been little tweaks that Liam's done differently. I'm not saying Liam's a bad manager now. No, I think he's done good coming in.
Yeah.
But performance-wise, honestly, Leeds was like by far one of our most enjoyable, best games since he's been here. Other than that, a lot of the games, think about Brentford, think about other games where it's just been not great and you expect more. And again, these players are very accountable for a lot of it because you expect so much more from the talent pool that we say that we have. We say that we're better than these kind of teams and that kind of team. But always critical of the likes of Arsenal, who are top of the table, City, who are inconsistent. But look where we are. We could be 7th by the end of today or wherever we're going to be. It's appalling, man.
Yeah, it's really not good at all. And I think my worry now is we relied on certain teams like a Man United being so far down the league. And now really they're creeping up now. And I think even today, Villa dropped points as well. That was our opportunity to... And unfortunately, as per Chelsea, we can never take the opportunities when teams drop points. Brentford dropped points today. Like I said, Villa dropped points today. And I'm saying Brentford are our rivals, which is crazy to say, but they're in and around us. And now Liverpool and especially United, they're going to be well up for it now. I mean, who have they got tomorrow?
They've got Everton away on Monday.
So Man U got Everton away. Well, that's it might be difficult, but Liverpool got Forest. They got a new manager, but you never know if, and it would be typical of this league this time if Liverpool then drop points and we're kind of in a similar position. But the problem I have now is the run that we have is really difficult, regardless. Yep. And all our players, let's be honest, aren't playing great. But there he is. Right, Jem, you're back. Proceed about Fofana, please. We had our little piece on it.
Honestly, I nearly actually let all my anger out on the Wi-Fi. I was about to uppercut it and literally elbow it back. Like, the timing of everything that's going on right now, I swear, I'm still aggy. Maybe even more.
I was about to give his root at the people's elbow. That's crazy.
You know what I mean? The people's elbow coming. I'm not lying. This router is about to get it. Wesley, what are we talking about? Wesley Fofana. Oh yeah, we're talking about Wesley Fofana. Let me get him up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's favorite centre back that can only play 20 games a season and gets red carded. Love it.
He's got more points on his license and appearances for Chelsea.
And they'll tell us it's elite recruitment as well. A certain somebody, he won't be named. Oh my days.
Oh God, yeah. Sorry, before Jem does, I think he's frozen again. I am worried about his router, by the way. I'm worried about his family being downstairs hearing him as well. He's gonna probably go mad in a minute. I might have to get him to call in on my phone, and then I'll have it that way.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me try and message him saying, "Give me a call."
You know the funny thing, while Jem tries to sort
email Jem.
Oh my days, yeah.
Honestly, I've even got another king to the bridge here as well. I am getting
right, I'll mute myself, Jem. Proceed, my friend.
I'm gonna try and talk, and if I talk to myself again, I swear I'm just gonna, like that video where the guy starts smashing up the monitor and the laptop. That's gonna be me. I think I'm getting to that. Fofana. Honestly, I've been going on about this guy for a long time now. Have I frozen?
No, you're fine. You're fine now. You're fine.
This Fofana guy, right, was actually having a fucking good game. I'm not even going to lie. He was actually, him and Chalobah were the two I was going to say are actually performing quite well together at the back. But it goes to, again, it just beckons, doesn't it? Because not only does he, give us these moments of red cards and bozinesses, it's all of them, but he gets more energy from me because he cost us 70 million. Yeah? He's meant to be the level up. Why Cole's been out this whole season, Fofana's the one who's meant to have come in and been the level raiser, all right? And he looks all right today. Yeah? But what goes through this idiot's mind sometimes?
Well, we don't know what's going through Gemma's mind, unfortunately.
Gem. He's back.
Am I back?
Yeah.
They've got this switch off in them. It just switches off in their brains all the time. Yeah? He's gone. Do you know what's so dumb about it? He made it so easy for the ref. He's got into this tackle with his fucking studs showing on the ankle. He's not even thought about, I'm on a yellow card. He's just thought about, I'm going to go into this challenge. And the mentality of these players to continuously keep doing that is a massive red flag. It's a massive red flag. Because even though we were shit today and we were playing shit after we scored the first goal, we were still managing that second half again. It was a little bit like the Leeds game, right? Where we was managing it. They really looked like they were going to score. The same thing happened again today. And it's Fofana. It's this guy Fofana. Have I frozen again? I haven't.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
I was looking at Matt and I thought he'd stopped, and I was like, I'm talking to myself.
No. I'm just in my own little world after that. Sorry, mate. I was just trying to see Liam Senior's face. Sorry, carry on, my friend.
I don't know whether I'm coming or going. Honestly, it's so unserious.
Right on cue, honestly. Wow.
I hate our defense. I hate it. It's like my Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you might have to reset, brother, because you keep coming in and out. If you can hear me, bro.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Jem, call me on my phone, and I'll buzz you in, and I'll put it on loudspeaker so you can talk. If it does it again, yeah.
I've had enough. I can't even talk about this game. I can't even let out my anger. I am here now. I'm all right. Can you see me?
Yeah, we've got you, brother. It's tough, man.
Anyway, my point being is our defense is shit. They can't concentrate for 90 minutes, right? And Rosenior's decision to decide to bring on all of our defenders at the end, some people will say, well, that was a good decision to make. Well, in this game specifically, it wasn't. Because at least with Reece James on the pitch, Neto on the pitch, and whatever else, while we had 10 men, we could go forward and stop them from pressurising us at the back. But what we ended up doing was putting a line of defenders on Enzo Delap. That's what we did. Yeah, and then it's like, why? And then don't even get me started with the goal. That last goal, their goal. What was Tosin doing? What was he doing again? Why was he just standing there marking no one in the box? You got 6 defenders on the pitch. My guy's marking no one. He's standing there watching this guy next to him head the ball at goal.
You would have thought with 6 defenders on the pitch, we would have at least thought, hey, let's man mark their striker who's been a nuisance all game. Like, let's man mark him at this point. But we didn't do that. Again, Santos was there being like a block. Again, Santos, who had a pretty decent game. Again, he was there being like the blocker, and he didn't even like fully put himself to stop the guy making the run. And he gets a free header, and it's like, what are we doing? Like, if you're going to make all those subs to make sure we're defensively resolute, see out the game. Again, that's what being proper Chelsea is. It isn't always about playing flamboyant, amazing football. It's if you're in a gritty situation, see it out. And, bro, it was embarrassing, man. Embarrassing.
It's as embarrassing as this adds. This lineup here. Robert Sanchez, Gusto, Cucurella, Chalobah, Wesley Fofana, Caicedo, João Pedro, Delap, Enzo Maresca, all red cards.
Bro. I remember at 4 red cards that people were like, oh my days, you might be able to make a full 11 of red cards by the end of the season. I'm like, that's a funny joke, but like, obviously we're not going to get to that point, guys. And bro, 9, we can almost field a full 11 and a manager, bro. Like,
I thought you were just doing a starting 11 there, Jem.
It is. It's a start 11 of red cards, but our mentality in games, and people say we used to go at Maresca and think it's a Maresca thing. It's continued at Rosenior's. They're not switched on. They're not switched on long enough. They can't concentrate long enough. And guess what? They're just not fucking good enough. They should just admit it. They're just not good enough. They're shits. in my opinion. Yeah, they could be good for a little period, 1-2 games. Yeah, I'm all right. I can play. And then next minute, we get little games like this at home that are meant to be a walk in the park, and we just continue doing it. 17 or 19 points from leading positions we have given up this season. I think it's 19. 19 points that we have given up this season from leading, guys. What does that tell you?
Well, it's just.
Yeah,
I can tell you it's shit, and it's discipline and concentration and acumen on tactics on the pitch when you're in those positions. But the times we've dropped points, I don't think there's ever been a time I've gone, oh, do you know what? Fair play, actually, I've just blown us out the water. It's always mistakes that we make, and it's an inevitability that we are going to then get a draw. Like I told you today, if we carried on the way we were, we'll sleepwalk into a 1-1 draw. I said that at half time. And it's
why are we allergic to crossing the balls as well? Why? Because someone explained to me why we get into this box, and instead of putting the ball, João Pedro is actually making good movements in the box. I was watching him, right? I felt sorry for him today. He was fucking let down today. He was actually let down today. He was trying to make runs and movements in the box for no reason, because all we would do is go, other than Reece James, look up. Oh, now we'll go sideways. Why? Just cross the fucking ball.
You know, the funny thing is we put in like maybe 4 or 5 crosses today. Reece James put in a couple good ones. Neto put in a really good one that flashed across the 6-yard box. Like when we actually put crosses in, they were of good quality, and we just chose not to do it. And my thing is, again, I always say it like, again, I said it earlier, Matt. Some of our chances were coming today just from like random long balls where we're clearing the ball and then we would get a chance from it. So why not put the ball into the box? Even if it's not a great cross, they might clear it, and then the second phase is there. You can maybe win the ball high up, because we were actually good at winning the ball high up today. But if you don't put the ball in the box enough, if you don't try and create danger or chaos enough, you're not going to have those moments. We're just playing this flat, tepid football, and if you've not got 1v1 wingers like Esteban on the pitch to do something, then you're just playing sideways, backwards. It goes back to the goalkeeper, all this nonsense. We'll go get a corner, and then it ends up back by the keeper. Like all this nonsense of not putting the ball where it actually matters, which is in the 6-yard box, in the 18-yard box, and seeing what can happen. Again, I'm struggling to find more words, because I've set myself a target of not swearing on this stream, and I've done well so far. But it's hard to put any more words on this. Again, I just can't get my head around the fact that we had a week's rest. We've been talking about this for so long that, now we're going to get a week's rest and players are going to be rejuvenated and play better. And yet after 10 minutes, we were so flat. Embarrassing, honestly.
And do you know what's worse is they did this on Con's birthday.
Yeah, I know, mate. Honestly, I'm trying to find the image. I need everyone to. These ones in the chat that are going, don't criticize Cole Palmer. He's the last person. He's so good. Yeah, all right. I'm trying to find this picture, right, of him on his 1-on-1 after Carl Walker laid him off. Yeah, one with the assist. Yeah, I am not joking. He had the whole goal ads. There was a camera behind the goal. He had the right all open. He had the left all open. And then the little goalie in the middle, Dubravka, like this. And he hit it straight at him. I'm trying to find that picture. I am going to find that picture just for these people, so they can keep telling me that we shouldn't be criticising Cole Palmer.
I think as fans, look, we're allowed to look. Don't get me wrong. He's carried us, especially under Poch. He's massively carried us. Club World Cup, outstanding, and the amount of flowers we've given this player. But we are allowed to criticise.
Yeah.
Look, we are allowed to criticise. Look, we've got favourites. Like I said, like me and Jem, like we're huge fans of Enzo. Quite rightly, he didn't have a great game today, but we can say that because we're adults. We can say that our favourites.
Yeah, you can say Enzo had a bad game today. I'm all cool with that. I have no issues with that. No one fucking did. That's the point. But my point is, he wasn't directly involved, in my opinion, to the big chances that we had, where we could have we could have won this game today. We drew this game because of Cole Palmer and Fofana. They had the big moments and fucked it. Whether people like it or not, that's the truth.
I mean, Jem, ultimately, like, where do you think we are going to be finishing this season? Because before this game, I had no doubt we were going to make top 5. But given our level of performance again today, which was quite poor, and obviously the fact that we've got some tough fixtures coming up, which again, like I said to Matt, we're going to raise our level. We always play to the level of our opposition, which is cool. We'll play Arsenal a really good game next week, but are we going to win? Honestly, we're not going to win. Let's be honest. We're going to find a way to draw it or probably lose it. I think we'll probably draw, but that's just what we do. And I don't think this team has enough big wins in them if we're going to be playing like this. So I don't know where you stand on top 5. Again, I still feel like we will make it. But right now, there's a very strong possibility that we're not going to catch Villa up. United have one game where we can actually use it to their benefit. And Liverpool, as much as they've been awful this season, they have more firepower than us. So I don't know where you stand on it, Jen, but I'm starting to get worried, bro.
I hear it. The only thing I will say to it is that I think in the type of games against Aston Villa, Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool, Tottenham, they're the type of games that I don't worry about. Arsenal because we can't beat them. But outside of them, I don't worry about these type of games because we tend to just find the levels. We just
can I just rebuttal that quickly by you're right, the levels there, but think about the Villa game at home this season. For an hour, we were excellent, but then we threw that game away as well. Emery made 3 changes and we just bottled it to end the game and we lost at home. So I'm not saying that we're not going to go. I'm not saying that I'm scared going to Villa Park in terms of how we're going to play. We're going to give them a good game. We'll probably be better than them in terms of the overall game, maybe chances, XG and all that stuff. But we're going to end up. We could bottle it though because we've shown it.
Yeah, and we could. What I mean is, in terms of being focused and on it in a big game where you're up against someone that's in and around you or above you or better than you, they're the type of games where you see us maybe just do a full 90 and play quite well. And, Palmer's great, Enzo 10 out of 10, Caicedo 10 out of 10, João Pedro unbelievable. Yeah. Do you get what I mean? Defensively.
Until there's a red card. Until there's a red card, bro.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I mean, look at this, man. I mean, this is not even the angle I wanted. There's an angle behind the goal that I saw. I need to find it. Yeah, but look, if you look at zoom out. If you look at Dubravka's position here, look at his position, right? He's so far up his goal. It's ridiculous, right?
Yeah, the near post was wide open to curl it in. Like the near post was so open.
The near post, the right. Honestly, the hardest thing to do in this moment was kick it straight at the goalie, which is what he did. He hit it straight at the goalkeeper. He didn't even pull it a little bit
and he did the right thing initially because he cut across Walker really well. Walker only had 2 choices, either to let him go or get a red card. So that was great. You've got into your position. You're on your stronger foot. Bury the chance, bro. And again, it's an awful finish. But as much as I was mad in the moment, I'm like, you know what? It's Palmer. I'm mad. He should be doing better. We expect way better from a guy that people are talking about as, world class, one of the best number 10s in the world. But my thing is, okay, react. Give me something else. Again, Caicedo, who, again, you guys are very big fans of Enzo, but you're criticizing maybe he plays bad. That's me with Caicedo. I love Caicedo. But last week, or whenever the Leeds game was, when he cost us with the penalty, I'm like, okay, you're a big player. You're a big player in this team. I'm trusting you to find a way to redeem yourself in this game. And obviously, he created that last-minute chance for Palmer, which he skied. I'm thinking, Palmer, in this moment, you've cost us here. You've bottled the chance against the Leeds. Give us something. We've had all these excuses about your groin injury, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. Give us something. Redeem yourself in this game. And again, like you mentioned, Jim, there were 2 chances he could have played in Enzo, and it was poor.
God.
The times he was dribbling into no man's land, just dribbling into players for no reason, bro. It's like, what are you doing back heels off the pitch? Like, bro, unforgivable, bro. Honestly,
it was so easy for him to make them passes as well. He just chose not to. He deliberately went left instead of just playing it off to the right when he had the time on the ball to do it. And I can't fathom it. It doesn't matter if it's Enzo, Garnacho, Neto, João Pedro, whoever the fuck was in that position. They were in the position to say, "Give me the ball. I'm going to take this responsibility and try and put this ball in the back of the net." Right? They were there. They were free. And then we could have sit here and criticized Enzo for knocking the ball over the bar from 2 yards out, or Enzo fucking hitting it straight at the goalkeeper like Palmer did in the first. Do you know what I mean? But you didn't get to see that because Palmer thought it was the right thing to do, to just hold the ball and do fuck all with it. In them moments when he's very good as well. In them moments, it's the best of Cole Palmer, right? When he's at his best. Them little through balls, little passes, them moments of creating for others, that is Cole Palmer. But why is he not doing it? Why? Why is he making this complicated?
Mentality, bro. It's poor. But I want to see Rafinha's comments because, honestly, I hope he sees the game the way that I saw it. Because first half for me wasn't good enough. Second half was still poor, and then we bottled it. We absolutely bottled it. I don't want to see him making excuses about the red card because for me that's a red card. He was late. There's no excuse.
What's he doing? He's stretching. He's actually stretching to make that shit tackle. That he's nowhere near the ball. That makes it even worse for me. He's not even in control. And then like if you're in control and you make the foul and they give you a red, you go, fuck me, you're an idiot. He wasn't even in control of the moment and he still stretched his leg out like that. I'm surprised his little flimsy hamstrings didn't pop.
man.
Look at it. He studded the guy on the ankle. We can't even argue it. But do you know what? That does piss me off. That was a penalty on Cole Palmer in the box. Because even though that guy won the ball, he done the exact same challenge as this guy has just done here on Cole Palmer in the box. Because how is that not a penalty?
You're absolutely right. I was thinking this as well, Jem. Because if that was anywhere else on the pitch, right, it's like you going through the ball, but your actions went through the ball and then went onto the man. If that was a Caicedo, he would have got a red card if that was somewhere else on the pitch. You're absolutely right there. I'm surprised that was just so dismissed so quickly.
Here it is. Look, for people that can't that need a reflect, how is that not a penalty? Look at his right foot on the back corner of his angle, and look where the ball is. Yeah, there's another one, and another one.
I thought he got the ball first. I need to watch it back actually, like in motion to see what happened.
He got the ball first, Ads, but then what happened?
Got the ball there. Look, you can see it. He toe-pokes the ball there where Palmer's about to shoot. The point is, yes, he touched the ball, but he studded Palmer in the back of the ankles. Give it out. You can't do that.
I hear what you're saying. Obviously, we know these refs aren't really consistent, but yeah, man. Let's see these comments. Let's see what you actually said, because.
Yeah, Jem, are you showing it? Or...
Yeah, go on, you can show it.
You sure? Yeah. Toby just put it on here. So Rossini on the red card. That wasn't on Wesley. That was our performance. From the first goal, we lacked decision making, I assume. I wanted us to create a wave and after wave of attack. We were too safe in possession, and that's exactly what Ads has been saying.
Thank you. I'm glad he said that.
Okay. I mean, that's good that we haven't got a manager who's going to just lie to us. That's always refreshing, and that's one thing I do like about Rossini. But at the same time, I still have to criticize you because you saw that. So you're right. Your assessment of the game was correct. So why did nothing change? Because it's on the manager to change things. If you know something's wrong, why are you not changing it? What changed about the second half? Because again, that's something that we at least were giving Maresca credit for early in the season. When it was starting off poorly, we would change. We would improve second half. And for whatever reason, nothing changed. Nothing tactically, nothing in terms of positioning on the pitch. We didn't move Enzo to the left. We didn't do nothing different. So, honestly, bro,
that pissed me off. I don't see why we had him out over there. I mean, he was a bit everywhere in the first half. He was right, left. Fucking,
he would roam, but for the most part, was on the right. I think he went to the left after the red card. But yeah, like it's poor, man. Honestly, this club's a joke, bro. This club's a joke. We finally got a front assert sponsor after like 2.5 years, bro. Wow. Like, honestly, what a joke, bro. What a joke.
He said here we set fire to 4 points in 2 games. It's not good enough. There's an inquest after every game, win or lose.
Fair enough, mate. Fair enough.
But they're doing the same things. I'm sorry. He's saying all the right things, but they continuously keep doing the same things. This is not new to Chelsea fans. It might be new to him because he's new, but to us, this ain't new. This is continuous.
But again, this is a cultural thing as well. And what I always hate this when it's like, hindsight, like I understand. But the problem is that culturally above, his position is safe. So it's all well and good being like this, saying, all this. And look, don't get me wrong, I think Rossini is a fantastic speaker. But you're right, Jem. We have heard this time over time over time. And this is fresh to him. It is new. But his position is not going to be in any, jeopardy. And of course, I'm not saying, Liam to get sacked. But what I'm saying culturally, they're so accepting of mediocrity, because as long as they can get some sort of, even to get top 4, which is going to be a big shot now, you've got to go on an incredible run. But there's not really any jeopardy in these results. And so, of course, you can come out and say this. And it's like, it all makes sense. But yeah, he's
come out of this also saying the best teams that win titles win the game 1-0 when they don't have the best performance. That should have been 1-0 today. I know what we need to get there. It's not about youth.
Well, let's see if he goes and proves it. But at the end of the day, we know what this ownership's on, and they've not proven that they're ready to go on and pay the big bucks to go and get the guys who are going to actually raise the ceiling of this team. Because why I was so vexed and frustrated in August about our season and what was going to be going ahead is we won the Club World Cup, and who did we sign that was actually going to improve our starting 11? João Pedro. I thought João Pedro would actually do that, but Delapa wasn't convinced about it. And again, number 49 didn't even get on the pitch today again. And how many times is a guy that we signed who is Premier League proven not even going to come onto the pitch to help us in a situation where we're in need? We needed an outlet today, and Rossini probably should have still brought him on. But I tell you what, When you're playing that bad, I can't blame the manager for not bringing you on. I blame the directors for bringing this guy into the football club. So again, top to bottom, today was a shambles.
I blame the directors for us only having 2 wingers. I blame the directors for the quality of players that we currently have in this team, our depth. I blame the directors for telling us that internal solutions is the answer to your defence and why they don't need to sign defenders. Yeah, the list can go on. Honestly, like the fact that they sat there and went, "Nah, we don't need a defender" in the last summer. Internal solutions. Yeah.
And by the way, again, Palmer's playing like us. The only number 10 that we had for this guy was Bonanotte, who we just sold. The number 10 last season for this guy was Dewsbury Hall, who we sold. Obviously, Felix was there and Kunku was there. We sold all these guys. Now we got rid of Bonanotte, so there's no natural number 10 backup for this guy. There's João Pedro, but he's our starting striker. There's Esteban, but he's our best right winger. So where's the proper squad planning, bro? It's an absolute disgrace. And again, we're talking about Garnacho. Gittins, I mean, obviously he's injured, but nobody cares about Gittins because he's been awful. So again, that's 92 million you spunked on one position that was already in dire need, and it's a downgrade on Sancho and Mudryk. It's a downgrade.
Yeah, they're not actually. They're meant to improve it, and they've gone backwards. You can arguably say the same about Jackson and Delap. You know, it's another thing.
Yep,
but
for sure.
Rosenior on James and Esteval. Reece is so important to us. Any sign of fatigue, we want to get him off the pitch. Esteval, we are doing our assessments. I'm getting a bit fed up of this whole. I know we have to manage him and stuff, right? But in a game where we're not playing well and we're just getting through, and you need your best players on the pitch, you see that game through. In my opinion, you don't bring on idiots that are not good enough, and are not good enough. That causes to draw the game. You know?
I can't with a week's rest in between. I want my captain on to see the game out. It's a back to the wall job. You want concentration. You want leaders. You want people who are going to be able to tell people what job they need to do. I want my captain on the pitch
as well. Mind you, they had a week off. It's not like. What do you guys think about the Tosin incident being potential red? Do you think that was just a bit 50-50? I mean, I thought it was silly because he held on to him as well. I think I was getting worried. I thought, here we fucking go.
Why did we even bring him on? Why did we bring? If you're going to bring anyone on, you should have brought Sarah.
Because it was to deal with their centre back. Like they always seem to say that he's the oracle for physical and height. He's dog shit at doing both.
Well, that got squashed, didn't it? Because the ball comes in from a corner who he's meant to be marking. I don't even know if it was his man. Whose man was it that got free and just headed the ball? Ultimately, you got 6 defenders on the pitch. How have you got to that point? How?
And nobody's even attacked. Not that somebody got out jumped. Nobody's attacking the ball, and it happened like 3 minutes later as well, bro. They should have even won the game. Like unforgivable, bro. And bro, you know, growing up, it used to be such a sickening feeling, and it is still sickening. But it's like, oh my days, we actually lost at the bridge. Team scored late at the bridge, and they've just upset us, or they got a point. Bro, I'm getting used to it now, bro. It happens so often that teams are just getting points regularly at the bridge.
Did Aston Villa drop points as well? Because it's going to make it 10 times worse.
They drew.
They drew. So we're still 6 points behind them, bro. 6 points behind Villa.
Well, honestly, we're idiots. And then who have Man United got tomorrow?
Everton on Monday. And Liverpool have got Forest away.
It's just proving rivals. Right. I'm sitting here with rivals telling me Chelsea ain't going to get Champions League because they're inconsistent. And I'm sitting there saying we will get Champions League, we'll get top 5 because we've got a good enough squad. And then we're doing shit like this.
Well, someone in the chat, it was quite early on. They were saying, God, I wonder what will happen if we don't get top 4 from like a financial point of view as well. And it's, you know, they're banking. This is what I get so frustrated at. They bank so much on us getting top 4, but they never do anything to suggest that there's ambition to constantly be in the top 4. So it's a massive gamble the whole time. And my worry is once we don't get in top 4, I'm guaranteeing you that, and I'm not trying to villainize anyone here, but the likes of again, contract extensions, etc., Caicedo, Palmer, Fernandez, they'll get to a point where they go, hang on, what is actually going on with this project? And it will get to that point, and that's when it's going to really shit's going to hit the fan.
There'll be a great excuse in the summer of, oh, let's say we didn't get top, but there'll be an excuse of, oh, we couldn't spend this or we couldn't buy this player or offer these wages. But we saw the evidence last summer. We fought and scraped and we were desperate, but we got top 5. We got it in the end. And we even got the extra cash influx from winning the Club World Cup. Nobody could have predicted we win the whole thing. We thought, you know, we're in there, we make a decent run, we're going to get some extra money. We won the whole thing. And what did we spend it on? We spent it on £92 million of arse left wingers, bro. and didn't address centre-back when the manager was pleading for a centre-back when Cole got injured. We didn't buy a centre-back. So there's proof of concept. We got Champions League football, and what did we go and do? So if we don't get it, we know it's going to be even worse than that.
Yeah, and they want this. They want their 65 million a year front of shirt sponsor ads in the summer still as well. You know, who's going to give them that without Champions League football? They're idiots. I'm telling you, if we don't get this, you know how much pressure they've put on us. Even more so from a revenue standpoint, because our revenue is it's poor compared to the top six. You know, they sell a lot more tickets than us. Completely, they have a front of shirt sponsor. We don't, which is meant to be one of your main incomes as a fucking football club. And all we're doing is dwindling on it since the Club World Cup because we think we're fucking, I don't know, man. I don't want to get into it.
Before I go, because I have to go soon, because I didn't think I was going to be even coming on to talk about the game. I thought we're going to win comfy. I'm going to be just chilling. I might have to go back to the gym, bro, because I'm just vexed. But last thing I'll say is, like, the only way to redeem this is you go and beat Arsenal next week. And, like, I'm so dejected about this because I just feel like we're not going to. And that's my frustration. But I hope they prove me wrong. They proved me wrong today. I thought we were going to win comfortably. So hopefully they can prove me wrong again next week and actually go and win because, brother, like, you can't keep doing this. You can't keep... You're bringing the badge and the club into disrepute by having these kind of embarrassing performances, embarrassing results, embarrassing red cards against relegation fodder. It's embarrassing. It's unforgivable. And for me, again, the only way to redeem this is you go and you win a big game like Arsenal. There's a week's rest. You spent 1 week in Dubai. Spend this next week, I don't know, in the Bermuda Triangle. Spend it somewhere, I don't know, Bermuda Triangle, Arkham. I don't know where they need to go for this
training
week.
Ground. Learning how to defend fucking corners.
Honestly, learning not how to get freaking red cards, bro. Honestly, but yes, they have to. Yes, go Dagestan 2-3 years and forget. Honestly, but listen, they need to beat Arsenal. We'll talk again for me. For me, Arsenal is a big thing in it, like stopping the title race and all this. 21 years about our league title and all that. Obviously, a draw is cool, but I even said before today, I'm not here to go and draw at the Emirates. That'd be cool. It stops them, but for me, it's about time we go and beat these mother effers. I still haven't swore yet. But it's about time we beat these guys, and that's the only way to redeem them. So Palmer, you got to step up, and the rest of these guys. Fofana's not going to step up because he's suspended, but the rest of these guys, they have to step up. Man. But big up you, man. Okay. No, obviously I said Fofana suspended, so he can't. But Palmer, he's going to be on the pitch. So Palmer's got to step up. Enzo's got to step up. Caicedo owes us, given what happened in the last league game against them. All these men, they owe us something.
We have to rely on, though, isn't it? Because guess what? Outside of our best 11, we're shit. Let's just be honest. If these 11 can't play our best 11, then we ain't got anyone else that we can rely on. So it's just the usual faces.
Yeah. But big up, guys. I got a dip, but love, man. I needed the therapy still, man. I needed that, but love, man. Love.
Yeah,
thanks, mate. Bye-bye. This comment here about the signing thing makes it even worse. A marking assignment was missed. It was not done. I am not here to throw players under the bus. There was a player who was assigned on their duty of marking Fleming who got the wrong player. So throw that player under the bus then. They're an idiot. Who is it? Oh, let me guess. The one that's standing in the middle marking no one. Doing nothing. Honestly.
What I find crazy, Jem, and I talk about this all the time.
The reason Lavia didn't come on is because he played yesterday for half a game. You think you're going to be able to play back-to-back games? You can't even play back-to-back in a week. Do you know what I mean? Go on.
What I was going to say, and I say this all the time, regardless of what level you're at, right? Like, you never just let a man, like, just run across, like, and just be unmarked. Like, they are professional footballers who are at the highest peak, the highest percentage of the percentages that they've been able to get in that position. This is like muscle memory, and they're paid hundreds of thousands of pounds. And you're telling me that you can't defend when seeing a defender, someone attacking from that defense. It's just, I just can't understand it.
You know, I haven't been angry on here once. Like, I've been annoyed and whatever, and frustrated. The Leeds game really got to me. The Arsenal game, where I took a step back and then I was angry still the next day. It was just a personal thing because we just can't beat them. But this angered me because we should be strolling this, right? And I can't keep sitting here watching these games at home where we should be winning and we just don't. I'm getting fed up of it. I'm getting to the point now where I can't just sit here and go, yeah, Palmer's fault, Enzo's fault. I'm getting to the point now where I'm just losing my head because it's just getting too much. How we can, like, it's like like a baby. I'm going to use a baby for an example. You know, when a baby keeps doing the same thing after a while, and you keep telling it, stop doing that, stop doing that, stop doing that. Yeah, that's like us as a squad. They make the first mistake, and you go, don't do that again. Don't do it again. But the problem is, 11 lifelines later, you're still saying, you end up not, what do? You end up raising your voice. You don't just go, please don't do that again. Don't do that again. Don't do that again. Don't do that again. Don't fucking do that's Chelsea.
That was you talking to your internet.
Yeah, and that's the example I use of Chelsea, mate, because we're talking about the same things again. Kill a game off. Play a high tempo of football from 0 to 90. Don't get a red card. Defenders being bozos. Attackers doing stupid things. It's the same story.
But it's all self-inflicted elements as well, right? It's never about personnel. It's all self-inflicted. And I think what frustrates me more is if we won against Leeds and won today, we would be 2 points behind Villa. And we could have picked up in this bad run. You know, we would have had to have played against them. We would have picked up some more points in and around that area. We would have probably have overtaken them as well. That's what's frustrating about this whole thing. In a season where, let's be honest, we need top 4 again, we should have really been striving for more. But, you know, really, that's all we're playing for now. We're just a top 4 team. And, you know, I just can't understand this. That we have to talk about the same things every single fucking time when we play these lower opposition teams. And it just does my head in.
I would get it if we were playing shit for the whole game and we lost. I could just sit here and go, we're shit. Like, the fact that we, like Leeds, dominate the game and lose it like that, just pathetic pettiness, the way that we're losing them. It makes it 10 times worse for me.
Well, it was Liam Rosenior's best performance, I felt, that Leeds game. That first half, we were just outstanding. And I thought, this is really good. And then, like today, this was almost on par with one of the most abject performances I've seen, where it's just really lethargic. And it was just very much like the analogy I always say, when you've got to play against someone who's a tennis player and you play tennis with someone who doesn't, and it's just like you really struggle to even get a rally going. That's what it felt like today, but it was just a crap game. And it was a game I always worried about. But there's not really much more to say, mate, to be fair.
I'm just looking at Con's tweet about, and he's spot on. He literally, the last bit of what he said's perfect. Just can't be asked.
Con. Feel for him because it's his birthday as well.
Yeah, it's Con's birthday, man, and he had to deal with that. Arsenal, Aston Villa, Newcastle, Everton, Man City, Man United, bro.
And just
how many points? Oh, I don't even know. After me sitting again, we're going to beat Burnley, and we've gone and done that. It's just
but there's annoying. Like, well, then all of a sudden we might win a few of these, and this is what's so frustrating. And then this is how we are as a club now. We're just such a yo-yo circus club that we can, you know, it'll be really Chelsea that all of a sudden we might draw against Arsenal and beat Villa, Newcastle, and then Everton. And then we've won 3 in a row.
Chelsea have as many red cards as they do Premier League home wins. What is it with the home form at the moment? We seem to be better away than we are at home.
I think that's youngsters with pressure. I think, in fairness, the away fans, I believe, are better. But I think it's when teams go to Chelsea as well, they set up in a certain way as well. It's been like that for quite a while now. I think even who was it? Caicedo last year said something about that. He prefers to play away than at home. But it's not right because Chelsea should be a fortress. I mean, it was a fortress almost when it was under Tuchel, was the latest. But yeah, it's worrying. And I don't know what it is about fucking playing at Stamford Bridge at 3 o'clock. I haven't watched us win in ages. I hate watching 3 o'clock games.
Yeah, mate. I'm just dejected. I'm so glad that we're not playing for a week. But the problem is it's a team that I cannot stand. And if we can't, again, beat them, at least draw's going to piss me off anyway. But it just beat them once in this last 10 games. If we go there and we get slapped like 2-0 or something, 3-0, honestly, I don't think you'll see me for a couple of days because I can't be dealing with that. Not with Arsenal. Arsenal's just too much. I do think, however, as much as people want to pick their players, I do think Palmer has to be blamed for today. Now I've calmed down properly.
Sure.
Yeah, I know there was someone in the chat fucking defending him to his death, saying he's the last. I don't know who that is, but you know, it is what it is, and I understand that we all have our favourite players, right? I have not once sat here with Matt and said Enzo was great and class today. None of them.
He was good today.
Yeah, he was.
He was. You know,
he was elite to it. But also, I don't point my finger at Enzo as the reason why we lost the game, because Cole Palmer could have played him 2 balls, which could have put him 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, and he didn't pass him the ball. What do you want him to do? And then we're playing him off the right when he's been playing off the left for most time, because we tried to do something different and it didn't really work, in my opinion. So, you know, there's little things like that you can talk with Enzo. Yes, on the ball, not as pristine as he always is, but that was just everyone. Just wasn't really good enough. But Palmer had all of our best chances, all of them. If you think about it, Palmer 1-on-1. Palmer running at goal with Neto to his left and Enzo to his right, 2 of defenders in front of him. And he just holds the ball and shoots. Does it again, same thing. The same players are there available. He passes the ball to Neto and overpasses it when he could have just played Enzo in, who was free on the right-hand side again. Yeah, that's 3 chances. Then Gusto, out of that, I don't know how Gusto even done this, plays a great ball with his left foot into the box, which was going to actually land to Enzo. Palmer goes to take the touch of his right foot, and it just flies into the blimming Burnley defenders, and they clear it. How long do you want to keep going on about it? But then we're not allowed to talk about Palmer.
I mean, this is what I'm saying, right? That I know he's obviously still, his injury or whatever is not right, but we are allowed to have an opinion on it. And I think I think it was Gabriel was saying about him trying too hard. He did this kind of at the tail end of last year as well, when he had that really barren run. And look, I'm sure he'll become good, and then he'll be fantastic for us.
Well, he needs to find
another player
this
at humble pile.
This is the period. He can't give me humble pie at any time. Yeah, I'm saying how I feel about him based on what he's done on the pitch. Each and every game, it can change. If he goes against Arsenal and scores 2 goals and he's unbelievable, I'll be sitting there going, there he is. That's the fucking Palmer we've all wanted. That's the problem. People think we're sitting here going, get rid of him, he's crap. No.
Yeah, like no one's saying like
that. No one's talking like that. What we're saying is, why is he not doing the things that he's naturally very good at doing and doing the complete opposite? Why? And it becomes frustrating when all of them chances land to him and he keeps doing the same wrong decision. You can't not ignore Palmer. I'm sorry, you can't ignore him. You know, you just want to point your fingers at Enzo. You want to point your fingers at Caicedo. You just want to point your fingers at others. But ultimately, the truth is, whether you like it or not, that today's game, Cole Palmer had most of our opportunities and he fucked them. That's the truth of the story. Yeah, and then he gets the other because he gets taken off. When, in fairness, he deserved to get taken off after that, in my opinion. Yeah. Be angry at yourself about what you were doing in the moments. Be better. And Fofana, don't even get me started again with him. Let the team get everyone down by doing that. We lost complete control of the game. We made too many substitutions that didn't end up benefiting us. And we fucked the game.
I felt Delap didn't do himself any justice. You know,
that bit at the end where he had that rocket shot, he actually put his foot through the ball. It didn't even go on target. It went to row Z. I think it hit the Chelsea side at the top of the stadium. And the thing is, he hit it so well though. He hit it clean, yeah, but it was the worst shot ever. Imagine if he just hit that with that hard, and it's just like it was like a Di Matteo goal. You remember when he used to hit them rockets? Yeah, like one of them like hits the bar and goes in. They're probably going,
yeah. Everyone's I knew he was going to be good.
Put our red cards in the formation we nearly had. We're becoming a laughing stock, man, and we're going to continue it now. Man United have got a great opportunity now to open up a gap. Liverpool tasting blood. Who they got? Liverpool.
Forest away tomorrow.
I'm going to smack them. I'm telling you. It's just, I think I ruined my 4 score today as well. I've not even looked.
I haven't had my mind on 4.
I've noticed you just stopped playing, haven't you?
Oh, I just haven't had my mind on it.
Oh my God, this is atrocious. I lost 5 points as well. Oh my God. Definitely my worst week.
Definitely my worst week, 120 points.
No, I'm not joking. I'm not even in the top. I am. I'm on.
Fucking days. Red cards of season. So goalkeeper, we got Sanchez, right back, Gusto, centre back, Chalobah, and Fofana, Cucurella left back, midfield Caicedo. All we need now to complete the set is 2 wingers, and that's it. We got João Pedro got a red card too.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
No,
at the beginning, didn't he?
Yeah,
he did. I really want someone to catch me up on this thing, man. What is going on? It's not even updated. It's not even. I think people stop doing it.
Reaction probably for frustration from game winners historically just need more allowances and excuses, as they have the quality to win a game, even if they perform badly all game. Reaction was probably frustration at him. Okay. Game winners historically just needed more allowances and excuses as they have quality to win the game.
A game, even if they perform.
Oh, sorry.
The reaction was probably frustration at himself. Again, game winners historically just need more allowances and excuses as they have the quality to win the game, even if they perform. They talk about Palmer, yeah. I hear that, Gabriel. But I don't really know much more to say. We've knit it an hour and 20 minutes. We're not going to be around tomorrow, guys. I've got Mrs.'s birthday for the next 2 days. Chelsea ain't playing for another week. We've got to think of some stuff to bring up on here. I talked to Matt about that. Obviously, got the giveaway. If you want to start the giveaway, guys, you've got to subscribe. You've got to subscribe, become members as well.
Yeah. So basically, next week, so anyone who is new to the channel, on the 1st of March, I think that is, which is next Sunday, we're going to be doing a watch along for the Arsenal game. And pre-match, we're going to do a draw. So the draw is going to be for all subscribers. So you have to be a subscriber and a member of Kings of the Bridge channel, and you'll have a chance of winning a Chelsea Retro shirt, which is going to be one of these of a budget of £150. So it's a really good chance and a good donation from us to say thank you to you guys for supporting the channel. So you'll see there might be a few on here for over 250 and 300. Unfortunately, at this time we won't, but you never know next time. But there's some really good shirts for under £150 you can get. So become a subscriber and a member. That's key. It's being a member as well to Kings of the Bridge. And we'll be doing a draw next week on the 1st of March, pre-match before the game. You'll have your chance in winning one of those. And hopefully that'll mean you'll bring us a win as well against Arsenal.
Yeah.
Dreamer saying, cancel that watch along. You don't want to trend after gauging your eyes out. Yeah.
We'll see. What are you doing? The Arsenal.
Yeah, we're gonna do. I'm gonna do Arsenal.
Oh, that'll be a good. That will be a good one to do. Definitely a good one to do. When do we play them? Sunday.
Sunday at 4:30.
That means a whole week, over a week break again. These lot, I actually don't like this whole week break. We just tend to just be switching off. We're better when we played every 3 days. Do you know what I mean?
The only thing I will say was, the only shining light is Joao Pedro. He's got 16 goals and 5 assists so far this season. So, and I felt like you said earlier, I think he was let down a bit today.
It was for sure. Joao Pedro was definitely let down today, and we have to go again. We have to, as angry as we get and whatever, we've got to hope that we have a bit of the same of last year, where we just pick up our form, we win these games that we're not meant to win. People turn up, carry us, and win the games, and our defense defends to a manner. Do you know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
I need to go anyway, guys.
Yeah, we're going to do it, guys. But thanks for joining.
And we'll catch you later.
Yeah, hopefully you can enjoy your evenings if you can. But no match reaction or anything tomorrow. We've done it today, so we're both not here. So we'll probably be on Monday, just doing a Chelsea talk at 5:30. So we will see you guys then. But in the meantime, if you haven't subscribed or become a member, it's important to become a member to be in a chance for the draw. But ultimately, it helps support the channel and keeps everything going for us. So we'd appreciate your support. But anyways, guys, we'll see you guys in a bit. Peace.